Hello. Want to explain, quick, fast, the science of premonitions or psychic ability or ESP, whatever you want to call it. It's a fact that in ancient times, in Africa, let's say, or everywhere, but let's take Africa for example, you'd get a dream because there's no phones. Oh, you need a phone. Yeah, you need a phone to talk to people across. Yeah, great. Makes it a lot easier. Like Alexander Graham Bell said, what the hell you want an invention for? What do you want to buy my can with a string for? Seriously? Why? He didn't know why? Well, it makes it a lot easier. Trust me. Yeah, and ease, comfort, lavish conditions that we have. We've never lived in an age that has this much convenience and once again, comfort. The thing is it's that from that very token, it removes us from not our ability, but our sense of need and desire to become limitless and once again at one with nature. So if you say synchronicity, right? Best example is I thought 1 and 4. I've been seeing palindromes for the past year or two, and 80 to 90%, 95% plus of the time I look at the freaking time on a clock, on a microwave, on my phone, it's a palindrome. I don't know how that works, and I don't know exactly why, but the message would be, if you search it on Google, is go back. So if you look 444, oh yeah, it means this, that, or 111, it means that, angel code. Okay, angel code, sure, okay, I won't say anything for it or against it. It's just that if you try to fall into the 1111 means this, I see 111, always 111, or 911 on the clock, 911, okay. The thing is, if you try to look into it, you can't get it. You can't understand it. You can only merge with it, as in you'll spiral, because you're not a bird or an elephant or a tree or a mushroom or whatever, a piece of grass or whatever, or the land, the soil. You're not that. What you are is a human being who is the only being here that we know of able for this level of conscious being, a human. That's why we called you a human being, not a tiger being, monkey being, alien being, robot being. Okay, let's say. Though with a spark of consciousness, a spiritual spark, life blown into this robot, we might give it an all spark of consciousness if this life, and for life to be life, it has to be made of life, is made of life. So this is how premonitions work in short, okay? At 228 or 333. Whoa. No, 233. 234, go. Sorry, my bad. Typo, suction, literal, subliteral, mineral, vegetable, animal, people, gods, and gods. What the fuck, Nico? Just get on with it. Okay, so check. I'll start with the end of the story. So now they have, for a while they've had, if you asked anybody in the no military or anybody, they have these simulations, computer simulations where you can put a dude in. Yeah, I spent 3 years there, man, 20 years. Okay, who knows what, but these people have, I won't say 20 and back programs, but something like that. Some of the people who were highly regarded and very trusted and respected till they came out with this shit. Like, yeah, okay, Bob. It's like they said stories about having spent a certain amount of time in the future or in simulations where they can see. Okay, their word is that when they come out, the military knows how it will unfold, like little spider webs that go into spider webs of brainstorms of multiple possible, plausible outcomes. But the future is us who write it. Okay, you heard it from Salary's Broken up here, man. Yeah, my salary's broken. So, Reese. Anyways, you and me have been at war since before my daddy started programming you. Fucking machine. You don't take no shit from a machine, right? So check. There's a part of the mind. Okay, if you divide the mind into 80,000 parts, but they're like, no, humans are not going to get that. So us yogi masters or realized yogis or yogic scientists, yes, it's a science, actual science, even though there's no data written for it yet, even though a lot of it is being written as data. Like, oh yeah, you were right the whole time. Not thousands of years, thousands of years. Yogis have known every state a human being can be in, so they wrote a roadmap. That's why yoga. What's up, my gurus? Sad ones and happy ones, all that. So, if you divide the mind into 80,000 parts and then into 16 parts, because we're too stupid, no, that's even too much. 8, okay, 8 will get 9, I won't get 8. 4. So the two that I'll explore is the sense of identity, the part of the mind for the sense of, I think it's called an uncod. I'm not sure, sorry. I'm bad with the terminology. And then I try to learn the terminology, and listen to this fancy word I know, it's going to make me sound so cool at a dinner party. And somebody's like, yes, but the uncod, I'm like, oh shit, school me, bro, I'm sorry. But then again, I am like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, school me, thank you, thank you. I used to think I knew something, I believed that for a long time, but then I'm like, oh fuck, that was a belief? I did have another belief, shit. And then some dude schooled me, and I was like, oh my god, I see now, thank you. Seriously, that day, this dude came on the net, this enlightened, ascended dude, he's like, blah, blah, blah. Everybody in that group was like, holy fuck, I'm wrong, and everybody was admitting it, and me too, I was like, wow, thank you, Guru. I forget his name, but that was group or something. So even though the military has these programs, simulations that can see plausible, probable outcomes of what may happen, it's us who write our destiny. And if we don't write it, then the computer will fate. This is what happens. And one of some of the main outcomes they know. So let's say there's like 4 different scenarios. Okay. Well, if you have a dream, okay, so there's the ankar, which is, sorry, don't take my word for it, but there's a part of the mind. If you divide it into 4 parts, intellectual aspect of the mind is one, but one is data and one is, sorry. So ankar is the sense of identity, or ego. What it is it points to, like the most close literal translation of the word ego, if you bring it back to the west of the east of the west again, is points to sense of identity. It doesn't mean identity or sense of self. It points to sense of identity. That's the best way I can explain it. But there's a part of the mind known as the chitta, which is the source of creation. It deals with the source of creation, with the operational word being creation. Ever have a dream that happens the next day? Like, watch this. I don't know if my dad remembers this. He's like, what the fuck do you mean prophetic dreams? Like, oh, maybe you are clairvoyant. I'm like, are you serious or not? He's like, yeah, maybe. What do you mean, Dad? He's like, I was telling him this day, I'm like, look, I dreamt of a girl yesterday. Like, it happens to me all the time. I'm like, holy shit. He's like, what? I'm like, there's a girl. Like, what do you mean? I was about to tell you, there's a girl. I dreamt of her. She was wearing a brown dress with like polka dots, just like in Stand By Me, right? I'm like, there's a girl, brown dress, yeah, dots on, right? And then I see the girl at the library. I'm like, whoa, brown dress. It was like stripes or something, brown, white stripes. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? And my dad's like, well, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, holy shit. We're driving like this, like a minute later. He's like, what? I'm like, what, Dad? What? He's like, that guy right there. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I used to work with him. I'm like, so? Fuck, you won't believe it. I fucking dreamt of him last night. Jesus Christ. J'ai mon voyage, God. I'm like, oh shit. You know, rest my case closed. Real hot. So, Chitta deals with the unconscious aspect of the mind. So when you fall asleep, you fall into an unconscious state, but you're not in an unconscious state. You're in a state of universal consciousness, or the universal unconscious. You tap into this, what they used to call popularly in the 90s as universal unconscious, but it's the source of creation. And people who are creative or more creative, they usually develop that muscle in their brain more than non-artists or non-creative people. And you don't have to be an artist, Picasso, to be creative. You can be creative as a lawyer, a judge, a butcher, a poet, whatever. The thing is imagine everybody in the world was compassionate as number one ruling this shit. Like compassionate, enlightened judges and lawyers and poets and butchers. Wow. Just take the butcher, for example. If the butcher was enlightened, you yourself would have a closer relation to that food you're consuming. And then his would meet like 50-50, like 50% halfway of the 50-50 you're already eating your food at. So that's like 75% closer to your food, right? All right. Point being is that you need some reverence for your food. But that's besides the point, even though that's the point. Source of creation. Let's say I dream, this happens to me all the time, and I don't mean to show off because, yes, it does happen to me all the time, prophetic dreams. And if I were to really show off about my psychic abilities, I'd get kicked out of my order and be like, you fucking show off. What are you fucking doing showing off your super mystical shit? But I'm not part of any order, so I'll tell you, because I'm a spiritual scholar as well as a seeker. And the fact that I'm a spiritual scholar gets in the way of my seeking. Because I'm like, oh, get blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you want what happens the last step before enlightenment? You can't stop talking about enlightenment, blah, 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 blah. Enlightenment ain't shit. You just realize it was already there, except you turn on the lights, like, oh, fuck, I see everything now. I was like this. Check. This is non-enlightenment, right? Like, how do I get out of here? I'm like, bonks, how do I get out of here? Bonks. You know, I can't see this. You know, I'm just going to go up on my left. Bonks. You know, I can't even go up on my left. Like, oh, snap. You know, right here. I can go here. Okay, cool. That's enlightenment. It was already there, that whole thing, but you were too ignorant because you had your head like this. I'm comfortable. Comfort and convenience. Like no other generation before, but knowledge of how to be and be well and be conscious being. A human being. We called you a human being. Not a tiger being, is it? No. Not a robot being? No. Not a tree being? No. You're a conscious human being. Now, other animal and plant life, vegetation and fungi, and other life forms, they have consciousness to a certain degree. Yes, even a rock, a very low level, or even a sub-level if you want, but pray to a rock long enough, or give it enough resonance, and it will come to life also. In a sense. So, have a dream. You're seeing something that may plausibly, probably happen because all the things are already set in motion, except they haven't gotten to that due date. Like precog shit, yeah, but the precogs that the AIs, that the systems are running are wrong because it's a machine calculating something what may do. And guess what happens most of the time? A human comes to his senses because in essence, most humans are good. They're like, oh yeah, I'm not going to do this. But this is the thing. It doesn't matter what your reality is or what his reality is. Reality happens the way reality happens. Life works the way life works, and it's universal for all life. It works in a specific way. So fuck your reality. Reality happens the way it is already. Now you may change reality on the world. Oh yeah, I did this, and this. I made a dent. There's already enough marks in the world, but if you made a dent, you changed the world. Doesn't mean you changed reality. You mean you changed the actuality of this world, or the factuality of the world. Doesn't mean because it's real, that's ultimate truth. Here's the thing about Shiva, the first yogi, who then became the first guru because he's like, well, first yogi, great, I'll teach everybody. Okay, now I have to teach everybody. Fuck. Okay, now I'm a guru, first guru. His significance is that he taught things that were true then, true now, and they will always be true. Buddha taught the mid path, which is a great way. It's one way. And Jesus, Yoshua, he taught love, devotion, right? The way of the cross, sacrifice, and all that. That's one way, which already works. It works. It's a very effective way. It's old school, but it works. It's one way. Again, the thing with Shiva, which was significant, his significance is that he had all the ways. How many ways? 112, or 114 to be precise, but 112 ways because you have 112 chakras in your body, just like you have 360 bones in your body. Really? Check it. I don't know. So they say. I did the healer. Master! So, back to the program, or the unregular, unscheduled deprogramming session. Here's a lesson. Take a note. Don't insult me. If you take that aspect of the mind that is used to creation, it's a part of the mind unaware, but hold on. I would say it's the here, right here. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. I think it's here, maybe. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know shit. But I know I don't know shit. No shit. I know shit. So, source of creation, people who are more creative, they usually have more psychic abilities or premonitions. The thing is if you're in a wakeful state, deeply unconscious, but you're highly creative and you know about these, you're sensitive, in your sleeping state, you may even be more psychic or more aware and more present than in your present wakeful life. That's not really a good thing, man. You have to make an effort towards that. But if you are highly creative and highly meditative, you're always on, that when you fall into this sleep state, this deep unconsciousness, it's not unconscious. You're still on, right? So what you're doing is you're tapping into this source of creation, or universal unconscious, as it was called in the 90s often, and you're accessing a part of the world, like Edgar Cayce. Check out his shit, man. Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, right? Please, check it out. No, I will not try to demonstrate this shit publicly. But it happens all the time. Like check this. You're like, whoa, I was just thinking about you, bro. And you called me. What the fuck, right? Like, guys, go chill. Simplest example for ESP. Thanks, Ru. He gave me that example. That's right. I'm like, yeah, that's right. So when you sleep, dream, something happens, then it happens the next day or the next week or the next month. What the fuck? Even the other day, like, check, this is an example. I'm not trying to show off here, but Javens comes and he sleeps over and he sleeps in the guest room, which used to be my mom's like nap room. And she's like, bro, I don't know what the fuck. I woke up, I was laughing. I was like, and then I woke up like he was laughing and he wakes up laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, like 6, 7, 8 years ago, I had a dream that you slept in that room and you woke up laughing. That's fucked up. He's like, yeah, that's fucked up. He's like, I don't know, maybe Nico's fucked up. Oh, yeah, it's fucked up, bro. Yeah, it's fucked up, cool. But it happens to me so fucking often, and then I'm like, yeah, it's fucked up. I get it, yeah. You know, you're not sure if you should believe or not. You don't know what to believe. It's okay, I'm not asking you to believe or disbelieve, because any belief or disbelief is lying. It's a know for yourself. So check, it'll happen to you. Even in a week that you're most creative, it'll happen more often, but you don't have to be an artist. But I suspect that no matter, even the hardened disbelievers will soften, and they'll start to go, okay, because this is the one problem, is in yoga, there's no ever problem, ever, with anything, ever, no problem. Bubble. But if you say, no, this way doesn't work, that's not the real thing. And then, okay, well, this way is not the real thing. Or this way, my way is the real thing. Your way is, okay, that's the only problem. In yoga, they offer two paths, the path of chaos and divine order. Well, that makes sense if it's divine order. So what is it, chaos or divine order? Yes. Either one is fine if it makes you happy and it works for you. And what does it mean work for you? Does it make you happy? Are you well, reaching your full potential? And is it working for you as a method of, as a modality for practice, sadhana, spiritual practice, right? So spiritual practice is knowing things beyond physicality, but it's lightening your sense of self from all things, all the types of memory that you are, your genetic memory, karmic memory, cosmic memory, subatomic, atomic memory. Like you're just memory. If I eat a banana, 2 hours later, that banana is me. The life system of life. The energy, the intelligence system of life in that banana, same system as me. I eat the banana, I become that banana becomes me. Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking bananas, right? Bananas. Put your pants up, it's not pajama jam, man. So when you go to sleep, here's a trick. It might help you at the moment of death. Is it right? The moment between falling asleep and sleep, you know when you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to sleep. 3 seconds later, you're asleep. You miss that. I'm falling asleep. You miss that 3 seconds, and poof, you're asleep. That gap, also, or gap, the in between, also known as rigpa. Thank you, Tongle. Rinpoche Tongle. Sorry. Tongle. Rinpoche. What's that Rinpoche? So, the in-between, known as rigpa, in-between, if you stay in that, so as long as you can, and notice the moment you're falling asleep, that moment, like I'm falling asleep, then you fall asleep. If it goes from, okay, I think I'm going to be falling, but if you can say, okay, I'm falling asleep now, and you notice, conscious mark, because noticing that change, that transition, it will help you at the moment of death, because death, when Buddhism, for example, or any of the great teachings, they're teaching you how to live. They're teaching you how to live properly in a way that is in accord with nature. Nature being the only entity, let's say, that knows the true meaning of justice, right and wrong. Because right and wrong is a fucking point of view. What's right for me may be wrong for you. So what's right and wrong? I can be wrong from your point of view. But nature's like, yeah, that's just, because what is good for a human being is good for nature. So back to these military simulations. They can't, and this is the way it's going to happen. Yeah, they can guide it like fucking remote control. I'm controlling you, blah, 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 blah. Illuminati, boom body shit. Whatever, Gotti. But if you can manipulate the people to make it go the way you want to go. But if nature's like, that's not real, you can't forge it, because let's say, oh yeah, and then boom, I got what I wanted. No. Military, nobody external can fucking fix the way it should be. You can fix you. But catch me a minute. You can fix you. No government, no master, no teacher, no friends, no business, no boss, no nothing will ever serve you. Nothing external will save you. If that is true, and it is true, then everybody turning internal, going inside for salvation, which is the way it works, the only way out is in, right? That will work for creating world peace. Why world peace? Yeah, world peace is the best. What about world bliss? Now, if you create an immense amount of emotion in, if you create an immense amount of mental and emotional energy in the wrong way, it's depression. But if you create the same in the right way, enormous amount of mental and emotional energy in the right way, it's bliss. Peace, you need peace to talk on a fucking phone, talk on the camera, be like, well, you motherfuckers. Peace. You need peace to eat a meal, to walk down the street, all that. But bliss, it needs some knowing how. And the only reason people are miserable, and a lot of problem, I'm fucking creating a problem. Oh, fuck, life sucks. I suck. I'm the worst. I'm a fucking piece of shit, motherfucking bitch, cut my mother. And I'm like, no. That's because you're so smart that you're going, blah, blah, blah. You're able to create 10,000 problems that are bigger than the cosmos, and all of a sudden your problems are bigger than the cosmos. No, big man. You're a little motherfucking speck of dust. You are the cosmos, but a speck of dust in it. And again, remember this always. At 1843-44, even a speck of dust can destroy the entire cosmos. Or at least your galaxy, so don't fuck around with a speck of dust, Mr. COVID man. You gotta get patent for your little COVID thing. God damn, I gotta hang myself up with the news like slam. Let the boys be boy. Cut. So once again, source of creation. You're tapping into a universal unconscious, a place where in the universe, it is already known directly without time or memory. It's accessing information that is beyond time or memory. You're directly accessing this information of plausible, probable outcomes of what. If you get a vision of it, it will likely happen or be avoided by your transcendence. And if you have a dream, you're like, fuck, I know what this means. I looked it up and I know dreams. I know. I don't want it to be that. Who gives a fuck what you want? If that's what it is, you have to If you don't want to bear it, you don't have to. The only way you can not bear it is accepting it and trying not to guide it, so that because that's not transcending a dream. Transcending means you understand the meaning and the lesson you're supposed to derive from it. Okay, so if you have a dream and fuck, I don't want it to be, and then it happens, like, fuck, I knew it, nah, because you want it to go the other way. Trying, fucking clever, trying to cheat. Just like there's a famous billionaire, I won't say his name, but he said, millionaires do not use astrology, okay, but billionaires do. Okay, great. Did this guy ever live a day of his life fully happy and at joy and at ease? He cheated and he got rich as a bitch, and great, that's comfortable. It's useful to be comfortable. It's nice. This motherfucker, if you want to know who he is, he's the only guy ever in history of America to be a personal fucker, like an individual citizen, and he bailed out his country with his own money. He's like, oh fuck, we're gonna be fucked. Okay, take my money, then we'll print to Egypt, and then we'll take a little fucking money script, a money printing thing, and give it to Egypt, and then what did I say? 2, 3, 4, go. Anyways, military doesn't know shit of what might happen. They know what's the simulation says, which is this one will probably happen, this will probably happen, this will probably, but this one is most likely, so this out of these two, and out of these two, this one is going to happen. Okay, we'll guide it. You're not transcending the lesson. If you want to make it go there and get, sorry, what's up, Admiral General motherfucker, 5-7 star, 75 motherfucker, what's up? Roy Riley's in the house, and I go to Psycho. I got a message for you. Transcend the meaning at 2121 H Jump, 21 Jump Street, motherfucker. If you want it to go your way, you can't. You can only preserve what is actually yours, which you can preserve by straightening with a little interruption as possible. Cheetah. Okay, 21. One last thing. Fuck, I'm going to go over time. If you want to transcend a dream, you just got to let it be. Like, well, if you're a good enough archer, you go and then try to boo, and it goes in. Okay? You tip your arrow like Robin Hood move, right? Wanted dead or alive, right? Okay, so, oh fuck. Okay, if you're that good an archer, you can try to guide it. How do you that great of an archer? Pulling it back and letting it fly, PJ. I wrote my first rhyme in PJs. What does that mean? It means you can't have an effort or like, oh fuck, cleverness. If it's already in your mind thinking, what should I do? Is it right or wrong? It's already too late. You have to already intuitively know, almost like the gut brain's intelligence, chemical intelligence, you have to do as you're thinking. If you can't go if and then it turns into mind stuff. If it turns into mind stuff, it's already too late, right? So, in essence, the way that you transcend a dream is to just let it be, right? In Sandlot, I was like, how do I fucking throw a ball? I don't know how to throw a ball. You know how to throw a newspaper? Like, yeah. Okay, well, look, you get the paper, right? When you get here, just let it go. Well, how do I catch it? Put your glove in the air, leave that to Chief. Cosmos, the source of creation. They call it the source of creation for a reason. You can call it God. I have zero problem with that. God means absolute. Means there's nothing that God isn't. As in, I'm God, you're God. But I'm not the God. I didn't create this universe. I know that. Don't you fucking know that? You didn't create this universe. So once again, the one and only problem is they offer two paths in yoga. And yoga works. It's a roadmap for you to work. And yes, it's a yogic science. And though hard science is not caught up yet, it's not a game of us catching up to hard science. The reason most yogis and most spiritual masters, not spiritual nuts and spiritualists and religious motherfuckers, no, not those guys. Those guys give spirituality a bad name. But most spiritual masters, they say, yeah, we can intersect and intertwine and flirt and even marry one day. Science, hard science. But science is like, no, that's bullshit. And they're like, oh, wait, it's true, yeah, okay, let's write the data. Oh, it's data, checks out, it's true, man, shit, yes, he's holy fuck, I see the phenomena. It's real. I can see with my eyes. I can smell it. I can taste it. I can touch it. I can hear it. It's real. Fuck that. You're a physical being, surely. It's a fact. But you're also a spiritual being as a human being. That's why, if not, you wouldn't be called a human being. You should be called human. Or a monkey or a Neanderthal man. But you're a human being, which means you're a physical being that experiences the world physically, which is real, and you're a spiritual being, which is also a fact and a reality for a human being. You have to experience that. You can contemplate thought, emotion, things you experience through the senses. Sure, you can talk about it, refine and rebabble, recycle, fucking dissect, and use the intellect to divide and analyze. That's what the mind loves to do, but because of that very desire and love that the mind has, it's an addiction. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this intellectual. You approach, yes, it needs to be kept sharp like a sword, right? This intellectual aspect that gives us our evolutionary advantage. We need to chop through life and yes, logic. But if you're using everything through like if you're experiencing, seeing, and doing all of life through the intellectual aspect of the mind, you're using a katana blade to fucking experience life. And you're like, hey, what's up, girl? What's up, girl? She's like, oh, no, you cut me up. You dissected me and called me a cunt. Why? Yeah, you should have embraced that woman to know her, or him, whatever. And if you use a katana, you're just going to dissect them. That's not how you know a person. You embrace a person by knowing them. So in yoga, they offer chaos and divine order, which is chaos. Okay, everything's crazy and it makes no sense. It's all fucking everywhere, psycho, and it doesn't make no fucking sense. Nothing means nothing. It's fucking crazy. That shit sucks. It's fucking maniac nuts. I'm not going to bother. And like, yes, I am happy to. Okay, that works. And if you say, well, everything's divine order. Everything I do is Tao. Everything I do is Buddha. Everything is wonderful, divine. That works. If it works for you, it works. The only problem is that, no, chaos doesn't work. Divine order works. No, divine order doesn't work. That's the only problem. One and only problem. No, my shit works. Your shit just works. But here's another problematic reality, is only 10% of beings are realized because they know for a fact how to be happy and then well and then reach their potential and live fully like a fire on all night, blazing through life, living most of their life on fire, alive and awake. Only 10%, which means the only reason that 90% of society is not blissful and awakened is because they do not know how. And they're saying, no, this is real, this is real physical reality, material and money and bitches and sex and drugs and rock and roll. That's real. That's what I know. Yeah. Red, orange, yellow, chakra. They need to be strong as a motherfucker. But if you stay down there, you're fuck. Because you have 7 main chakras. You at least need to keep your main chakras aligned and well and healthy. Now I was up to blue, and every time you got blue, you're like, hey, check this truth. Watch. How'd you know that? How'd you call that? How'd you know this was gonna happen? Ask anybody in my close surroundings, my circle. Like, yeah. He's full of that shit. He does it all the time. I don't even know if it's real or not. I've seen it a million times. How you seen it a million times, dudes and dudettes, my homies and homettes? How you seen it a million times? You're still not sure. It's rhythm for one, but I mean, when I'm at that level, like, ask my bro. I'd be like, hey, dude. I'll tell you one story to leave it off because I'm already over time like fucking crazy. What? 26:52? Ask my bro. So the thing is last time I did this, I was revving at a higher vibrational frequency. High vibes? Yeah, exactly. High vibes. And what I did is I went like this. Watch. Now I'm going to cut the deck and pull out the 7 of clubs. All right, check this out. What does it say, man? 7 of clubs. I'll leave you with one story, and I hope it's Julian or Terrence or Jamie or I don't know who else. Maybe Dan. I don't know who else. Little Phil. And yeah. So this is the story. I'm on shrooms, all fucked up at a party, Julian's party. And I'm upstairs in a room listening to my tape, New York and Soul. I'm like vibing. Oh shit, I'm on Jedi tip right now because most people know with real mushrooms. They're in a way less dangerous, but they work better for the modality of what they are truly. So it's 256 freaking milligrams and 250 ingredients and shit in your fucking pills. That doesn't make sense. There's some gotta be way too clever than that. Way too clever, right? So I go downstairs. I'm feeling my Jedi vibe. I'm like, yo, they're playing poker. I'm like, yo, dude, true story. Watch. Ask any of these dudes, Julian, Jamie, or Terrence, or whatever. I go down. Yo, Julian, you're gonna pull out the King of Hearts. I go, what? They're playing poker. Right? Yeah, King of Hearts, bro. What the fuck? And then I'm like, okay, next Monday you're going to pull, whatever, Ace of Diamonds. He's like, what the fuck? Ace of Diamonds? And then Terrence fucking freaked out. He almost started crying. He's like, yeah, right. You guys are pulling bullshit. You guys are pulling a scam and shit, right? I'm like, yo, watch. You're going to pull out the, I don't know, Queen of fucking clubs or something. Queen of clubs, right? Queen of clubs, what up? You know? Afro History Month. I'm rapping a rap, y'all. So, whatever. Queen of clubs or whatever. Queen of spades, okay, sorry, my bad. Queen of spades, okay? Club spade, whatever. Anyways, whatever. So then Julian's like, nah. Sorry, man, I got the queen of clubs. Close though, bro. And then Terrence is almost crying, freaking out. I don't know what the fuck he drank that night. He's like, holy fuck, bro. I got the queen of spades. I'm like, peace, I'm out. I'm going home. What the fuck? Where you going? You can't leave like that. What the fuck you just do, Jedi motherfucker? Where you go? Come back. No, I don't live far, man. I'm out. It was raining. And I was on shrooms. There was a spotlight. Oh, memory. Wow, that was a good one. I'm not freaking out here. That's a good memory. As I was walking home halfway, I was on shrooms. I didn't want to get home too soon because I didn't want to like kill my buzz at home. It was just making music or vibing in my room, right? like 17, 18, and 16, 17, 18. So I go home, and it was raining. And you know, the cement back, there was a lot more dust, if you believe it or not, on the streets back then. Even if there were the street sweepers. Light was shining down, perfect spotlight with the rain, and I stepped right in it, and I went. As I was jamming with my feet, I was doing the coolest beat because I remember the Scream ending, the video of Scream, right? Michael Jackson. No, sorry, Black or White, when he does his Panther dance, which lost him a lot of motherfucking shit, this, that, and the other. But he said, "No, I'm doing it." So whatever my vision is, he stuck to his vision, right? Yeah, so that was cool. I remember doing that mushroom, rain, spotlight, sneaker, freaker, beatbox teacher dance in the rain. That was radical. It's one of my best pieces, and nobody there to see it. So once again, cheetah aspect of the mind, one that relates with source of creation, directly known information beyond memory or time in space, because what you're accessing is a location in time. And don't take my word for it. No. Try to figure it out by experiencing it yourself. That time and space are not two things, they are one thing. Time and space are one. One last thing. Last thing. Okay? I'll leave you at 31.13. Just to make it a palindrome. I'm stuck in the shit, and I'm helping you stuck in it. I know. Light brought to a certain degree turns into sound. And sound brought to a certain degree turns into light. Turn that bass up when I'm on the floor. Yeah, light and sound are each other. Light turns to sound, light turns to light. One love, may the force be with us. Peace!